But I'm worried about the government, too. What do? I mean, if you trust the government, the camps aren't a problem. But if you don't trust them, and it's meant to create fear, it's a chilling effect to everybody out there that knows what's going on. Oh, my God, they're admitting camps, so we shut up. And then so the couch potatoes make the psychological decision to go, oh, well, I'm scared of Putin. There's nothing to do with it, but I'm scared of Putin, so I guess I'm for these camps. And see, now they're rolling them out in the news. The camps will be for you when you're starving during the collapse of society, which is what the IMF and World Bank have done to countless third world countries, and their own documents say they want to do it here. They have to fully bankrupt you so they can consolidate everything with the tens of trillions of fiat currency they're holding and hoarding of taxpayer money. And then once the riots start, which they're trying to push, they have Zbigniew Brzezinski on MSNBC, we played that the other day, saying, I'm really worried about these bankers. They're going to cause riots nationwide, as if he isn't one of the engineers of it. See, they know they've got revolution on their hands. They know that we did our job warning the people and exposing what was happening and putting all this information out, and people found out it was true. So recapping, the Department of Defense in the Washington Post has announced they are putting regular troops on the streets to engage the American people. The Army War College admits this. They secretly have had Americans in camps since 1986. It was declassified in 97. Sounds incredible. You can read it all right here in the Civilian Inmate Labor Camp Program. Just Google that. You'll be at army.mil. They've introduced legislation for a 1 million-person domestic security force. We went over that area of the Army Code that they have now announced and issued. They have also introduced the National Emergency Centers Act, H.R. 645, to build these FEMA camps and integrate them with the local police and military. They are federalizing the National Guard under NORTHCOM completely. That is the type of news and information we have. We played you congressmen telling you that they are not allowed to see the martial law plans, but that they're there. We have the cover sheet, PDD 51. We played you the congressmen saying they've been threatened with martial law if they don't do whatever they're told by the White House. We played you the clips and have these congressmen and people here on the show. We've shown you House hearings about the secret camps and congressmen being told to shut up, you can't talk about the camps. We've shown you the FBI terror flyer. Now, I told you guys just on the fly to Google Kansas City. FEMA in Kansas City says Founding Fathers terrorist. Were you able to find that? Here it is. This is from my film, The Road to Tyranny. I don't know how this from web video. I have the high-quality DVDs here. People can get it in a combo pack. The three films are in one, but in higher quality. But here it is from YouTube. I want to show you this. You can find it now for free and get it. 911, The Road to Tyranny, Founding Fathers were terrorists, and it goes, I have 18 hours of this. I have them training all over the country. I have them teaching police to arrest anybody with a get us out of the UN sticker. This is what's been going on. Here it is.
You're damn right, because think about the Christians, okay? Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? No. What did they do? They took your head off. They beheaded you if you didn't accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. See, this is reality. Yeah, they're terrorists. But the bottom line is, to them, they are not. Now, why is that important to understand? Because they are as committed to their cause and to their way of life as you are yours. And they see you as being wrong. That's very different. When people are passionate about what they believe in, they become a very difficult enemy to be. Who was the first terrorist organization in the United States? Who?
Founding Fathers.
Founding Fathers. You mean Thomas Jefferson?
Oh, yeah.
Back it up. Stop it right there.
George
Stop it right there. You notice what Glenn Beck kept saying, oh, these crazy stuff about FEMA camps. Ooh, they're going to get me, making jokes. Look at this guy. He's talking about the Founding Fathers and people that are committed. He's talking about constitutional terrorists. Before that, we have the FBI training manuals and flyers they give police. We just showed you. The cops are so conditioned. They say, who are the terrorists? Who are the first terrorists? The Founding Fathers. They all know. They all say Founding Fathers. They've already been taught this many times. And then he says, that's a very difficult enemy to beat. No, you are the enemy when you become an enemy of the Bill of Rights and Constitution and let foreign bankers take us over. Play it again.
They become a very difficult enemy to beat. Who was the first terrorist organization in the United States? Who?
Founding Fathers.
Founding Fathers. You mean Thomas Jefferson?
Oh, yeah.
You mean George Washington?
Oh, yeah.
Paul Revere?
Yeah.
These guys right here, let me ask you something. Did they try to scare people?
Oh, yeah.
They tried to intimidate the British. Did they use acts of violence? Your founding fathers, my founding fathers, were involved in acts of terrorism against British officials because they systematically had British officials assassinated. The guys who we call our founding fathers, George Washington, Mr. Honest, who cut down the cherry tree and admitted it, is the same guy who signed death orders, if you will, on members of the British government, the British Crown, who they wanted to eliminate because politically they had influence in certain pockets of the United States, at that time the 13 colonies, and they wanted to divide and conquer. They may get a whole lot of civilians, and hey, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? If they killed 10,000 civilians tomorrow with a biological agent, that's too bad for them.
Yeah, so what if they killed 10,000 civilians? You know how these patriots are. They're always killing civilians.
All right, that's enough. That's from my film. Now, see how he talks about how they assassinated, they were bad, they wanted to divide and conquer, the founders wanted to divide and conquer, they were terrorists. And then you read the manuals, it says those that make frequent references to the U.S. Constitution are terrorists. Gun owners are terrorists. This is why the police are so brainwashed. And in this film, I then have the police from their own squad cars pulling over a woman at a warrantless checkpoint searching papers in Virginia. She's a naval veteran, no criminal record, Abby Newman, married, buying canning supplies in town. And they want to search her car, and she says no. They pull her out, slam her against the car, charge her with assaulting him. She doesn't touch him. And then they dig out a pocket constitution in one of my videos, and they start getting scared, going, she's one of them. She's one of the extremists. She's one of the terrorists. I can't believe we actually found one of them. And it's squad car video of them with their microphones outside the car, freaking out. I mean, police now pull you over with a Patriot sticker. They just go ahead and taser you in many cases because they're so scared to death. No, the real terrorists are the people teaching the police that our founding fathers were bad. Now, folks, I could go on for hour after hour, and I am. Sometime this week or next week, I'm going to do 2 hours where we're just going to go through it all. This is not 10% of the evidence I've got. Bob Chapman's going to join us just for about 10, 15 minutes with a quick economic update with the plunging stock market and what's happening then. For about an hour and a half, we got Lindsey Williams coming back on with his powerful inside knowledge from former Atlantic Richfield executive about what's happening with this global operation plunging the oil prices to accentuate and accelerate the global depression. All this documentation's at Infowars.com. You've been seeing. Stay with us.